So this year when my cat started to bring in the fleas again, in late July, mid-July, late July, early August, when she started bringing in all those fleas again, 25 fleas can turn into 250,000 in a matter of just days. And it's really nuts. And their eggs can stay dormant for a very long time, meaning when it's below hatching temperature, they can still stay alive. So it's really important that you nip fleas in the butt. So when she started bringing them in this year, this is how I took care of it. First of all, I took the cat and I put her in a flea bath. I gave her a bath with flea shampoo to kill the fleas that she had on her. And then when I took her out of the bath, I dried her. And then after she was completely dry, I put Advantage 2 for adults, 9 pounds and over, flea treatment on her. And then I removed her. I took her where she was safe at a friend's house just for a minute. And what I did is I vacuumed this entire place like crazy. Vacuum, vacuum, vacuum. You just gotta vacuum like crazy and just go slow and keep doing it. Wear jeans and wear shoes so that you don't get fleas all over you. And you just vacuum, and you vacuum slowly and you pick up everything. And then after you're done doing that, you invest in something like this. Now this is a insecticide. It says continuous flea protection for 7 months. That's bullshit. But what it does do is kill the fleas and flea eggs and flea larvae that are on the carpet currently. So it says that you can treat once every 7 days, and you will be repeating the treatment. It's just meant to be done like that. This flea thing is an ongoing battle. But while you're spraying this stuff, see, after you vacuum, and then you go around and hold this about 1.5 feet away from the carpet, and everywhere where it's infected or close to infected, or where a spot where the cat may sleep a lot or something like that, you can spray this stuff. But while you're spraying this stuff, please invest in something like this. This is a simple 3M mask, part facial, and these filters are rated for gas. They're rated for gases, so they do filter out wet stuff, along with also filtering out particles and whatnot. They also filter out particles just fine, so you can use it for sawdust or whatever. But they're also, the main purpose of these is that they're rated for gas, which is like that insecticide. It's a gas when you're spraying it out. So this works great with acetone or isopropyl alcohol. These masks are great. For the cost of like $35, you can protect yourself from a potentially really shitty situation. Because you're supposed to turn off all your fans and your air purifiers when you first spray this stuff, so that there's no air circulation at all, and you close all your windows. And then you want to spray this stuff all over in the carpet, 1.5 feet away from the carpet. Without a mask, by the time you got done doing the room, it would take like 5-10 minutes. You would have breathed in so much just from doing that. So the mask is, I would say, essential. And what sucks is when you're spraying it, if you get used to the smell of it really fast if you don't have a mask on, and then you get used to the smell of it really fast, so you think it's okay and you don't really smell it. But once you wear a mask and then you take off the mask, you realize how much it really does stink. It's insane. So I highly suggest investing in a mask like this if you're going to be taking care of your fleas in this manner. And do wear it. And then after you spray the first time, with all the windows closed, you come back after 2 hours, and you open up windows, turn on fans, air purifiers, and then you leave again, and you come back after another 2 hours, and then you smell the air, and if there's no smell, then you're fine and to re-enter your home. And why I like this so much better than, say, a bug bomb is that you're only applying this to the area in which is infected. You don't need to put it all over the top of your counters. You don't need to put it everywhere where it's not necessary, like on your TV or something like that, stupid like that, or in your plants. You don't need to bomb your whole house. You just only need to spray where it's infected. And if you nip this in the butt, you can take care of fleas. So between the flea bath, the Advantage 2, the vacuuming, and then the treatment like this with the mask, protective mask, you can nip fleas in the butt. You gotta do it quickly, and you gotta do it all at once. And then after I could come back, I brought my cat back, and she was just fine. But I also kept her indoors from now on for the summer. She doesn't mind, but it also keeps her flea free. And she doesn't do anything outside anyway. She just goes outside and eats grass and throws it back up. So, yeah, and catches fleas. So I just prefer she would rather just not do that. You know, she doesn't have to. So, yes, please invest in a mask like this, please. These are great from 3M. They're rated for household gases like acetone, isopropyl alcohol, or like if you use those, or like xylitol. I don't know why you'd be using any of those, but paint thinners, or if you're painting, they'd be great for filtering out, you know, anything, any chemical that normally has like a smell that you're not supposed to be smelling all the time, or any chemical that has a smell, or any chemical period, even if it doesn't have a smell, it'll still get filtered through those filters. What I forgot to mention is that, say in the area that's soiled the most with fleas in your house, we had a back room back there that was soiled the most, had the worst flea problem. I think it was because of the type of carpet that was in there, but it had the worst flea problem. So what you can do is, if you have a lamp that puts off any sort of heat, or if you can project a lamp somewhere, you take a lamp and you take what worked best for us was like a pizza tray, like a round circle pizza oven tray, and then you can put you take water and you mix it with Dawn soap, and you mix it around, you pour it onto the tray, and then, or you can use a bowl or whatever, or a, you know, whatever, and then you shine the lamp right down in there so that the heat is over the Dawn's soap water, because the Dawn's soap penetrates the exoskeleton of the flea and it kills it immediately. But they try to jump towards the heat of the lamp. So that's a good way of taking a good measurement of where your flea problem is at in your household, or in a particular room where it's the worst. So you can tell how your flea problem is progressing by how many fleas have jumped in the dish. Like if there's 10, yeah, you have an infestation, but you can take care of it. If there's 100, you really should be worried. And if there's none, then you're flea free, like us right now. So, but it is below 75 degrees now, so that's why our flea problem basically solved itself. Yeah, thought I'd add that in.